Hi, this is Rabbi Daniel Rabin, Rabbi at the Northeastern Jewish Center. So I was just talking to some of the police officers inside the police station, and they were telling me that many of the calls that they get are responding to domestic violence calls. And I was just doing a course last week on, the seriousness and unfortunately, the still very common occurrences of domestic violence in homes, and sadly, that many women are physically hurt and often leading to the death of women and children. And therefore I thought it was very impressive today that Prime Minister Turnbull announced that he's putting $100 million towards campaigning against domestic violence and doing real things, real tangible changes that can be changed in society to prevent this. And I thought it's amazing because in our parasha this week, just the opening line, it says, it says, listen, O heavens, and then we say also listen to the earth. Why the two messages to heaven and earth? And I think perhaps one of the messages is that often ideas are in the heavens, you have some grand plans, we're going to stop domestic violence. But to put your money where your mouth is, or to tangibly bring it down to earth, doesn't always happen. So the instruction in the Torah is, you might have a grand idea up there in the heaven, but make sure you actually practically enforce it, do something about it, put your money where your mouth is, as I just mentioned. So therefore I think it's really impressive, and I commend the Prime Minister for taking the money. It's something which is so important, and to remember that it's not only to a specific class of people. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, educated or uneducated. Domestic violence is real, it happens, and please God, this $100 million will make some real change, and people can learn to respect one another and not ever use violence, whether emotional or physical violence, against one another. Wishing you and yours a Shabbat Shalom, and see you next week.